Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host, James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that. A lot of things have happened this week, James.
Honchu.
One thing
That's
happened
right.
that I will never let you live down, and it's the highlight of my week so far.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you who don't know, James is
You
this.
don't know. Why would you?
You would know if you were a fan of this channel and if you hate James. But James is in a
Trust
DnD
me.
group.
After this week, nobody can hate me more than myself.
D&D group, something like that. It's not really like a
I
classic D&D campaign, but it's something
it
like it.
it's a take on a I think system called Demise or something. It's a unique way of playing the Dungeons and Dragons story type. It's a TTRPG, tabletop roleplay game. It focuses more on the storytelling than like dice rolls and stat blocks and stuff. And I was invited to join a group of other content creators for it, and I was pretty excited. We did one session a couple weeks back, and times weren't lining up, so we didn't do another session till I said, "Hey, I know we can't do one this Sunday. Why don't we do one this Saturday instead?" By the way, makes it worse. I'm the one who said to do it at this time at this day.
It does make it worse. It does make it worse. So an incident happened on Saturday.
The
Yesterday
incident.
from now, but so yeah, James is a big role player, and he suggested that they do it on Saturday, and so he's with this group, and
I was
everything was going
invited to
fine.
join, by the way. They came to me, asked me to join, and I was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
excited.
They
I
asked
was
you
like
to
putting my
join.
best
And
foot forward. I was trying to be as professional as one could be.
they came up to
The
you and they
first
said
session went so well.
they said, "Oh, I know you're a busy guy, James. You're really an important person. So could you please just offer us a little bit of your time, oh King, please?" And you were just like,
And
"All
I
right,
said,
fine."
"You got 2 hours.
I said, "You have two. Take it or leave it."
You got 1.5." That's
Yeah,
being
first session went
kind.
fine. Uh, so second session happened, and I tuned in a
The
little bit
second
later.
session also went fine. Nothing happened.
I came in like 40 minutes late. I'm not in the role playing session, by the way. It'd be a
No,
absolute
they didn't ask JD.
disaster if both me and
JD doesn't
James was in
have
there.
TikTok, so he can't network
I
like I
don't
do.
have TikTok. I don't do networking. All right, especially not against these people in quotations. They're fake.
You
They're
shouldn't-
not
you
real.
shouldn't say-
They're
You
AI.
shouldn't say it like that.
They're
JD.
AI people, James. They're not
Okay, good.
real.
Make that part. Don't say that they're not real people, and
What do you
say in
mean?
quotations people.
What do you mean by that, James?
It's fine. Nothing. We're not gonna get into it.
Anyway, so yeah, they everything was fine for like the first. Well, when I joined, it took maybe about like 30-ish minutes after I joined before something was strange.
So
Something was strange going on in this session, James. What was it? I can't think about it at the top of my head.
you know,
This is where the excuses come in. Oh, I was tired that day. I had to do a lot of things.
no, I had to move a really heavy piece of furniture, like literally just before this, and I'd been babysitting
sure.
my niece, but I didn't think I was that tired. For like, I had a headache, and I was like, Jesus, this headache isn't going away. And then,
Right.
I got up here, and literally the moment I touched the chair to sit
Right.
down, my body, I felt the shift, and I was like, oh no. But here's the thing. I was like, I'm the one who asked for us to do it this time. Everybody else is here. I'm not gonna say, hey, can we like call this off?
Yeah.
But then the other problem was a bunch of my family members who were like, yeah, we're not gonna be back all weekend. And I was like, oh, perfect. They're like, hey, actually, we're gonna all show up and start shouting outside your door at this exact moment.
They show up. They're like, "James, get out here now!"
No, dude, they were literally standing on the other side of my door, shouting down to whoever's standing at the bottom of the stairs, just shouting.
Yeah.
Like I was muted a good amount of this this session.
And so it wasn't unusual, like the situation happened, because from the last session, I knew that James is as extroverted as James seems, he's just the most quiet, shy little boy in this tabletop RPG.
I'm just a baby boy.
Because I guess the way the DM was structuring is that it's just focused on like one player
So
character at a time or
in the
something?
last
Or
session, we did setup, so everybody got their inciting incident type thing.
uh,
You
killing
know, and it was
Santa,
spanning.
stealing
No,
Christmas,
no, we didn't kill him
heart
yet.
grew 3 times that day or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what killed him. No, we were all meeting, or not meeting, but we were all like having the build up because last session it was like, okay, here's introductions, here's everybody's characters, and here's all their inciting incidents with weird phenomenon and stuff. And then this session was supposed to be, I think, us finally coming together, and something stopped it.
Well, James, I hate to tell you, but sometimes you know that I'm not much of a story guy. I don't really do things for the plot or the story or the narrative.
I know, Mister
So
Shitting
it
in
could
an
be
alley.
so, story focused things couldn't be a snooze fest for me, but to be honest, I've never fell asleep like listening to a narrative, even reading a narrative. I hate reading.
But
And
here's
I've read a
the thing,
ton of books.
JD. You know I've fallen asleep.
Well, you've fallen asleep,
You've been in
but
movie theaters with me where I've fallen asleep during a movie.
yeah, I've been with you when you fall asleep, and is usually during. Well, I guess we don't really watch that many amazing movies because not many amazing movies have come out recently. But usually when you fall asleep, it's something that you find boring, uninto,
No, I wouldn't say that.
uninteresting.
I
So
also have
I would
a
say
tendency to
that.
fall
I'd
asleep.
say that.
I know you'd say that, but I wouldn't say that because I say the truth at least. I'm not making up a lie to keep the bit going. No, I I fall asleep when I'm a passenger in other cars usually because I have this horrible motion sickness. So it's not always just like because I'm bored. And also it's entirely my own fault for why I was tired because I also was like, I was up really late the previous night because I wanted to finish the commission I'm working on. And I got so sidetracked while trying to get ready just to do that I didn't even get to do it. So like me staying up didn't mean anything in the first place. It
Cool.
was a whole thing of like, I was tired from that. I woke up extremely early in the morning. I had the whole baby thing, and I'm like, this was all my own doing. And then me like thinking because I was literally like, I should get something to keep me awake for when it comes to, oh shit, it's 2:30. I got to get ready for the session.
Right. So I guess you don't know what happened during that moment because you
No,
were
I haven't even
unconscious.
watched the
So
VOD yet either.
what happened was I was watching the stream while I was playing. I was playing League of Legends with my friends actually while I was watching the stream. So I wasn't like fully paid attention to the stream because the new season dropped. By the way, it's a pretty fun new season. But anyway, I at some point the DM was just talking to one of the other character actors in the campaign. I think they were just going on their own little story that didn't involve anyone else. And then at one point, the DM turned to James and it was like, "So, James, what what do you think about this?" And then no reply, nothing,
Well, here's also the thing.
silence.
My mic was muted, so
Your
you
mic was muted,
definitely couldn't hear me sleep
right?
either.
Yeah,
And then
it was a shame.
I here's the thing. Literally right before that, I'm pretty sure because they also mentioned they're like, yeah, we were just talking to you, and I'm pretty sure I did say something, and then per how it will go, I'll say something, and I'll be like in my mind, I'm fully awake, and then I'll open my eyes, and I'm like, how is it an hour later?
So they realized pretty quickly that you left, and you pull this thing that one of my friends does in my Discord, where he doesn't mute himself, by the way, but he just gets up, leaves, no words, and he's gone for like maybe an hour ish, and we have no idea where he went. So you just did that to your DnD group, your TTRPG group, um, where you just
I kept wanting to like, but I didn't want
you
to
don't know
interrupt the
all of them,
story too. I don't know all of them. I know Kai. I met them like
don't know all of
first
them,
through what?
don't know all of them, all of them.
Oh, don't know. I thought you said don't know all of them.
Oh no, don't
I didn't know
know
you said don't
Walden.
know. I thought you were asking me like who I know and whatnot. Okay. Uh, but it, yeah, it was. I didn't mean to. It really was
I
a
don't
thing of
actually
like
remember how long you were gone. I think it was definitely over an hour. So
I
what
think
happened
it was.
was
I knew it was an hour because it was like it was more than like I'd seen like there was like another hour, like we'd passed the hour mark at least,
I'm pretty sure what happened was that Kai, the DM, I think finished up with one of the other characters. I don't know their names, by the way. I've been in there for 2 sessions. I don't know their
But
names except for Kai.
and I keep wanting to call the other one Ash, but I know that's because that's their last name.
I think one of them
Is
is
Ash.
called Lolly, actually. I don't remember.
No,
I
it's
remember.
not.
I
No,
remember
it is
someone.
not.
Is it?
There's
I remember.
nobody named
I saw
Lolly.
in the chat.
There
Someone was like,
might be there might be like a random elf called Lolly because Lollipop or something, but
yeah.
there's no character named Lolly.
I don't know because that was brought up multiple times because I was like in my zone playing my game on the side, and then
Are you
all of a
talking
sudden I
about
hear in my
are you talking
ear.
about Jovi?
No, it was clearly Lolly, and it was in the chat too. So someone mentioned it in the chat, some chatter. But then all of a sudden I would hear like, "Lolly, is that you?" And I'd be like, "What the hell? What are they talking about?" So I'd look over at the stream, and of course, you're not there. But I think Kai finished up with some other character's story, and then she was going to move on to your character, like do some stuff with your character, and then you didn't reply, and so they just all sat there awkwardly for, I think maybe like 10-ish minutes. they were just they were
In
there.
silence?
Yeah. Oh no, not in silence. They were trying.
Oh,
They were trying
okay,
to
God.
make small talk, but it wasn't
God,
working.
it's genuinely something I've been beating myself up over, and it's like when I
if you
woke up,
know,
it was like, oh no.
if you know the caricatures of people who play TTRPGs, it's that small talk ain't their thing. So so for 10 minutes they were trying to do something to try to strike up
It's
some
such
conversation to make up to buy time for you coming back, and you never did. So
I know, and it's again, it's I'm the only one to blame. It. This was not like storytelling put me to sleep.
oh
This
yeah,
was not
it is
like, oh, I
100% your
felt.
fault.
Yeah, it's literally I exhausted myself, didn't mention it, and when I thought I was okay, my eyes opened and I realized it was an hour later.
Time traveling James over here doesn't
It's,
want to tell people about his superpower. But anyway,
yeah, man, I
so
fast traveled. I took some NyQuil and
after
passed out
10
on the
minutes of sitting there and
bus.
trying to make small talk between each other and the member group, I think Kai just like, she was like, they were like, hey, how about I play some Valorant?
Yeah, they really like playing Valorant.
So Kai launched a Valorant and just started playing some games of that on the stream. And
Yeah,
I don't know what the other groups were doing. I think they just went to like grab a bite to eat, maybe take a break or something.
when
Uh,
I woke up,
yeah,
they were literally playing Pal World.
yeah.
They were creating characters to play on
They
Pal
were just
World.
about to play Power World when I heard you chime up again in the chat. But this was like, yeah, this was over the course of like 40 minutes. Kai played like a whole Spike Rush game in Valorant. You don't know what that is, but it's just
I do.
she played
I've
like a whole
actually,
game.
JD, I've played Valorant with them. That's how I
Okay,
know.
okay, okay.
These, I know these people.
You don't know these people.
I don't. I vaguely know them from the couple of times we've done the 3 times we've done a
Oh,
session.
but now they know you. I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
James. They know you
unfortunately.
now. They know just how reliable you are, how punctual you are. But anyway, so after 40 minutes of this, I think it was probably someone else in their Discord. By the way, Kai doesn't mute the Discord pings that happen in the stream. So every time someone sends Kai a message, the Discord sound effect pops up, and I have to check my Discord because I'm like, oh man, did someone ping me? Or and then no,
I don't
no
either.
one
I
did.
love doing that because
It
I'm
was
like, yeah, I want to fuck with people.
it was in the stream.
I leave mine on intentionally.
Yeah, I know you do. But anyway, so I think it was some other person in the group that was like, "Hey, we should just play some Power World. You got Power World?" And then everyone's like, "Yeah, sure, let's play Power World." And then I hear you finally unmute and talk, and for some reason, you were way louder than you are when you talk normally in the other
I was probably talking
earlier.
louder. I
Yeah,
was probably
maybe
also
you
talking
had your mic
louder, going,
closer to
"Oh
you
my
or
god, I'm
something.
so sorry." Like I was talking full volume.
Yeah. You came up and you were like, "I'm so sorry." You had your ukulele in your hand. You're like,
The toxic
toxic
gossip.
gossip train.
Or wait, what would it be? The narcoleptic train.
Yeah. So you fell asleep during. Do you remember anything before you fell asleep, like where they were at the story, or?
I know we were with Ash. Um and
Right.
I'm trying to remember where specifically we were with them. I know they had gone to the stable and were like looking for a reindeer, I think that got out or was like killed or something. And that's literally the last thing I remember.
Hmm. Yeah.
When they post the VOD, I'm gonna watch it back and try to figure out like what I missed.
Oh, is the VOD not
I've also
posted yet?
sent several. I think it is out. I think it is finally out, but I think it takes like a day for them.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just
Can you like not throw up in my fucking ear?
I'm trying really not to, but it's coming up whether I want to or not.
Yeah,
But I'm good now. So
I don't think they're gonna let the VOD come out from that one.
it is though, and I'm watching it currently.
Are you? It's not. I
Yeah.
don't see it.
Um.
Wait, do you actually
Oh
have
wait,
it?
no, it's no, it was the very last one. It
I
was playing.
fucking
It was
knew it.
playing halfway through, and I was like, what the heck was it?
I was gonna say like I'm looking at the VOD from last time. I'm like, there is no other one. Where do you see it?
That's a shame. It just needs to hurry.
Yeah,
Oh my
I've
god, if they got,
apologized to
oh
Kai
no,
so
if Kai
many
doesn't
times.
put out the VOD,
Nobody
we're
will
gonna miss
believe
the
you.
moment.
I no, but I've been apologizing to Kai like furiously. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, but
genuinely,
it doesn't help.
so
It won't
sorry.
help. It's already done. It's over with. I know you want to
I'm never being
apologize, but
invited
it was
back.
like it's like the whole
I'm never
situation with
being
the
invited
kittens,
back.
the cat and the kittens. It's just it's
It's not
irreversible.
that situation even
It's
slightly.
irreversible. You've
This
completely
is
ruined their
nowhere even
lives.
close to that situation. That is so ominous. Don't say it like that.
Completely ruined their lives. Orphaned them. I personally never orphaned anything in my life. Just so you guys know. But
I'm a big
yeah.
fan of orphaning. I'm a big orphan.
So what's your hobby? I orphan. Hmm. I
you
orphanize
know,
things.
uh, you know the you know the X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got this villain
Hmm.
called Orphan Maker. That's me.
I do things that Orphan Maker would do. The villain from X-Men.
I kill parents.
But yeah, it was hilarious when James came back on and he was like, "Yeah, I fell asleep during it." And in my head, I was just thinking like the worst case scenario of everyone's thoughts in the group because I was like,
You could
there's no way
hear that
that
they were disappointed, though.
yeah, there's no way that James doesn't knows these guys deeply. So I'm thinking in my head like, what can I
No,
say to James to just really get in his head? I need to be living rent free in this man's head. So,
it
uh,
was a thing of I was like, I don't want to lie to these people, but I
but you're a
don't want them to
pathological
think.
liar, so you literally can't help yourself.
Well, it is a problem of like my first instinct was to be like, how do I get the blame not to be on me? And I'm like, no, what the fuck am I doing? I fucked up. Let me be
That's just
honest.
that's
I
just
don't know
how it
these
is.
people, and I don't want to like make a horrible impression of myself.
James,
I fell asleep
you
because
should have just taken that first thought you had and ran with it. Okay, it's not fun to be mature about things. Okay, that's rule number one, by the way, in content creation. Never be mature about things.
you're right. I should
Never
have been
take
like,
blame.
I should have been like, sorry guys, this guy named JD, your last name,
He's gonna
broke
throw
into
me
my
under the bus
house,
there.
and I was fighting for my life.
You just fully
I had no
doxed me.
opportunity to mute.
Yeah, but yeah, this guy named JD, he came over to my house with brandishing a gun. I don't want to get into it. It's just bad things happened, and
He lives at
I had
this
to get away.
location.
He lives over there at 444 Wallaway Street, and
He lives at 3828
and he came over
Paramount
to my
Doctor
house,
Albuquerque, New
111
Mexico,
Orphan Maker Street.
on Negro Arroyo Lane.
Yeah, no. So I think they tried getting the DnD campaign back up and running, and then it was just like an awkward being like,
Well,
no, maybe we should do next
yeah,
time. And then
everybody, like I told them like what had happened. They're like, okay, I think if you're really that like tired, you need to go to bed. I'm like, I do. But I was like, yeah,
yeah,
I
because
know.
you'll
And I
just fall
kept trying to
asleep
be like,
again.
but I don't want to say let's stop because we still have an hour. Here was the thing. I know we were around 3 hours because I was like, we do 4 hour sessions. I was like,
Right.
I was thinking we still have an hour, but I was like, I know I'm gonna fall
That's
asleep
too long
again.
in my opinion. It should be like 10 minutes.
It's the well. Here's the thing. We when we did sessions, we did them in bite size because no one else was like properly like normalized the D&D, but like two of
Ah,
us.
yeah,
So I was like, we need to make this hour-long sessions because I know you guys cannot do 4 hour
yeah,
sessions because
yeah.
we can barely do 1 hour
By the way, when
sessions.
James said two of us, that didn't include me. I was not.
No, it did
I'm
not.
not. I'm not a
It was
TTRPG
never
player.
gonna be you in that sentence.
Hmm. But anyway, yeah. So the the story didn't continue. It ended there. I was quite
Yeah.
sad about it. I was like, man, I really wanted them to continue, and then James falls asleep again, and then everyone
No,
would
here's the thing,
finally.
because I did fall asleep again. That's why I was like, I know I can't say that we should keep going because I won't fall asleep because I know I will. So
Mm,
it is a thing of I'm gonna try and get this to. I was kind of hoping we'd end up doing it again today, but then I was like, that's the whole reason we did it yesterday is because we couldn't do it today.
right.
So it is unfortunate.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
again,
I
it
could.
is
So
entirely my fault.
yeah, so
This is no blame to Kai. This is no blame to anybody
I
else in
kind
the
of blame
group.
Kai. I kind of blame Kai because
You
I
want to blame
personally would
Kai
never
because you're
choose you to be joining my TTRPG group. Just knowing you as a friend.
well, that's
So
because you don't have a TTRPG group. Let's be
well,
honest,
I
and
do.
you never
I
will,
do, but I
and you
just
never
didn't
will,
invite you to it. I didn't let you
and
know
you
about
never
it
will,
because
and you
I
never
didn't want to
will.
hurt your feelings. Being like, oh, I have a TTRPG group with a bunch of my friends, but you're not in it because I
JD,
know what you
are
would
you
do to
saying
it.
that you have a TTRPG group with William and you didn't
I'm
invite
saying
me?
that I have a TTRPG group with William and you're not in it because I know exactly what you would do, and what you did with Kai is what you would do in my TTRPG group.
No, I would be the world's biggest menace
But
to
unlike
William. I'd throw crapshoot based jabs at William,
you'd
knowing
wake
he wouldn't
up,
understand a thing I'm saying.
you'd be the most awake person during that group just to terrorize it as much as you
I,
can.
God forbid I say the words. I'd be woke.
Anyway, so yeah, it disbanded, and right after you left, they were just shit talking you like crazy, dude. I don't know if
Yeah, you keep
you
saying this,
there's no
and I
VOD
still
here.
don't believe you because I had the stream
Well,
open on my phone.
no, if Kai is the goat, um, they will never release the VOD because of what things transpired after James left. But I stuck around for like a little bit longer after James left. I know you don't watch. I know you don't watch the streams that you're in because you're just
I
like that.
literally had the stream pulled up on my phone,
So
JD.
so Kai and the group were just like, man, this guy, can you believe it? And they started spouting like crazy words at you. Like I didn't know they could be so like insane with their language. They seemed like pretty chill people, and then all of a sudden you left, and it was hell on earth.
And here's the crazy thing:
It was
if they
completely
actually
justified
did,
though.
I wouldn't have blamed them.
It was a completely justified crash out though, to be
It
honest.
would have been completely justified if they actually did, but because you're a
Yeah.
little liar.
They were like, oh my god, wasting everyone's times. You guys wouldn't believe it, but James was the one who who said we should do it today, and he was the one who fell asleep.
I know that's still haunting me.
Let it haunt you.
Yeah, it always will.
Let it hover over your head. But yeah, that's when I dropped the follow and the like and the subscribe is after that moment because
Yeah, when I,
at first I was putting out suggestions in the first session. I was like, hey, roll for D&D, kill all the elves and stuff, and then they're just ignoring me, and I was like, oh man, I'm not really
yeah,
feeling it.
they did not like you. Well, you also
I'm not
you
really
like
feeling it.
snapped at me in the comments, and I was like, nobody's gonna understand that you're doing a
I know.
bit.
I was like, oh, I hope they think I'm like a
So I
jackass or something.
so I think they genuinely ignored you because of that, and I couldn't
I hope
blame
they
them.
do. I hope they just completely ignore me, so I could just go as insane as I can in the chat, but like right before the line where I think I'm gonna get banned. Now I'll try not to. I definitely won't like directly insult any of the members because they seem like nice people. But I will just try and kill you, like just target you specifically. Did you catch my
You're
message in
gonna
there when I
try to
said
make this a
when I
living
called you a
hell. Yeah, I know.
blonde red sweater manlet?
Yeah, you did. You did. You did.
Did you see that message? Because they
I
didn't
did. I
say anything
love that
about it, so
message.
I was like, man,
I
I
love
was like,
that
hello,
message, but I didn't want to
hello,
bring
is
too
this
much
thing working?
attention to it when I read it. I was like, that's too funny, and they're not gonna appreciate it because they don't understand that it's
They don't
just
get
a
it. They don't.
joke.
the humor, you have to be in the loop for the humor, all right? I understand outside the loop, it seems it's not funny, but in the loop, it's the most hilarious thing ever. But that's okay because I don't want to make friends with Kai or the group. They seem like nice people, but we probably won't get along. So,
That's just because you're a horribly unlikable person.
yeah, that's exactly right. But that's okay with me. I'm fine with being an unlikable person. There always has to be one in a narrative, guys. There has to be a villain.
Uh-huh. Except that's just you always. You're always the villain, JD.
Well, you don't understand, James, but the horribly unlikable person always lives to the end of the story. So I had to tell
You
you that.
understand, JD? The horribly unlikable person fell asleep.
Don't worry, James. See, I was being nice to you because I was distracting them from the fact that you majorly messed up with my rude comments toward you specifically.
I'm sure you did, man.
So they were just in their minds. They were just thinking, "Man, how do I get rid of this chatter here? I don't like this chatter."
I was fully
But I don't want to
expecting
ban
to
them.
wait. When I woke up, I didn't realize I was still in the call, and I thought they booted me. I was really be like, that's completely fair and okay.
I knew at one point in their mind they were thinking, "I really want to get rid of this chatter, but I don't want to ban him because they technically didn't do anything against TOS, but they're just so horribly unfunny." I don't get it. Who calls people that they just met the first time manlets?
Who calls them blonde red manlets?
Did he just say that joke wasn't funny? What? Maybe
Is
he
that
just has some
blackface?
kind of mental illness or something. I don't want to like ban him just because he's like a little autistic. I don't want to be like that guy.
No,
You know?
JD, they know you're not autistic.
I hope you didn't tell him who I was, right?
Oh, I told them absolutely. I said, yeah, that's my friend GD.
No, don't tell him.
I told
Don't
him
tell
that's
him.
my friend Giz.
You can tell him after you guys like break up and never do anything again, but don't tell him for the time being because it's funnier to me
I,
that way.
Here's the thing. I know they're also doing another Christmas campaign at the same time, I think, still.
Are
Because
they?
they're posting clips all the time on their TikTok. I was about to say Twitter or
Twitter.
TikTok about it. And I'm
What
like,
even is
man,
Twitter?
there's so many more people in this group.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, there's like 7 people in that one. And I'm like,
What?
oh, they've only posted clips from that. They posted one clip from the first one, and it's the buttette like calling the wife a bitch. And that's the only clip. And I'm like,
Well, James,
ooh.
you're gonna have to spice up. You're gonna have to spice it up a bit. You know, I think it's getting a little
Well,
bit too stale. It
yeah, I
reminds
mean,
me of
it
that
did get
meme.
stale because I fell asleep.
It reminds me of that meme of like queso, like just listening to a cutscene or something, and the title over it, the top text was like, me when I gotta say something to spice up the conversation when it's getting too bland, and it's just queso like looking around. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm somewhat of a furry." Just says out of nowhere.
I
Ugh.
it is a thing of like the people in my chat know that I'm because like Kai is
That
only
you're a
very
furry?
new to no
Okay.
that Kai is just very new to my stream still. Like they'll pop in like every now and then, but
Mm.
they weren't here during like the night stream era where I did every day night streams and morning streams
Mm.
back to back and was falling asleep for like an hour on the night streams before I'd wake up to turn the stream off. So it is a thing of like and being extremely tired all the time on the morning. So it is a thing of like it's not unprecedented or anything, but it is like I still deeply regret it.
That's fine. I mean, you checked off the box of content creators doing sleep streams, so you have that bingo on your card.
I,
So,
I do sleep streams without meaning to or wanting
right.
to. I'm the
I see how
first
it is, James.
accidental sleep streamer.
Accidental, yeah. Yeah.
And then my chat's always talking about how they're like, James, we want you to bring back the can popping noise so we can wake you up. And I'm like, I don't think you guys realize why we can't even do those anymore.
You need to
Though.
just stay in the crapshoot VC, and then whenever you fall asleep during the stream, I can hop in there and just go, "Rah!" and just wake you up in your
No,
ears.
this is exactly why we need the skeleton
Yeah.
on the soundboard.
I need the
I
skeleton
have
sound
thought about
effect, but I boost up the volume by like 20 decibels. So it just
I have thought
absolutely
about
blasts
doing
you.
that of like just staying in streams or in the voice chat just to have the soundboard.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a thing you could do is you could just put like an alarm on your phone for every 10 minutes and then just
That's something I did recently when I had to
yeah.
finish I think it was I was trying to finish all the FNAF, like the main five characters for the FNAF Transformers things. I was trying to
Hmm.
finish them like the week before the movie came out. So
Hmm.
on the night, like we were working on Golden Freddy, I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna finish this in this stream tonight. And I knew I was falling asleep, so I set up a an alarm to go. And this is, I wish I clipped it because I completely forgot to. But I set up an alarm to go off every 30 minutes, and I scared myself so badly with the first alarm that went off. Cause like when it went off, I genuinely jumped and you could see like me just go quiet for a minute from like how much it spooked me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't possibly imagine falling asleep. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep, not when I'm trying to just sleep. I don't think I've ever really been that tired. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just
I'm
couldn't imagine being that vulnerable, you know,
yeah,
at
I'm
least,
I'm just
in
an
public.
extremely tired person. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Like I sometimes I'll pretend like I'm asleep when we're at the movie and we're watching like a scene that's like particularly boring to me. I'll just close my eyes. But even when I close my eyes, I can't actually like fall asleep. Like even if I tried. I don't know. It's something I have to fall asleep in like pure silence where the only thing I hear is the tinnitus that's in my ears and then I can fall asleep. And the room has to be like pitch black. So those are the
No,
conditions I have to have.
I can fall asleep anywhere.
No, I literally can't fall asleep unless it's pitch black and it's silent.
That's the thing with me. Like literally, it does not take much, if anything at all.
Yeah. I know some people fall asleep better when there's like some kind of white noise going on in the background. Maybe like noise happening in like another room or sound playing off their TV, but I can't fall asleep to that. It has to be silent. Maybe there's something
I
wrong with
literally
me.
it, you just gotta like I'll fall asleep during like one of the loudest action scenes in
Yeah.
something.
I'm like literally having to cover my ears because of how loud the movie theater is. And I look over at James and he's going, just it's snoring in the next
He
seat next
just
to me. Yeah. Well, that's because you're both deaf and you're colorblind, so
yeah.
I don't blame you. Like it's probably easier to fall asleep when you can't hear anything. That was your cue to be like, "What would you say?" James, you're terrible at being a co-host. Did you know that? James, if you guys enjoy
Actually, before we go, I do
Right.
have a little bit of a serious thing.
Sure.
Did you hear about the ice shooting?
I think I saw it on some news article. Yeah.
That's
Some
insane.
I shot up like some random woman. Was it a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you know of what happened? And then I'll tell you like what the thing happened.
I think from what I know, and ICE did like a raid. I don't know where it was. ICE did a raid and they accidentally killed some woman that wasn't part of the raid, I think. So that's what I know about it.
Okay, so no, they didn't do a raid. They were literally just on a like patrol, just driving. Had
Hmm.
not done a raid.
Hmm.
By the way, they were literally just driving aimlessly. A woman was doing a 3-point turn in a street that was like it's 4 lanes wide, but like two of the lanes are like the parking lanes, and then you got the
Right.
two main lanes. She's
Hmm.
doing a 3-point turn, the turn make a U-turn and everything,
Right.
and she's on the second point of the turn.
Hmm.
Stops as there's cars coming at her. She waves them to go past, and ICE roll up, and as she waves them to pass her, they just decide, no, actually, we're gonna take this one. They all jump out in like another ICE car. I think it was the car that she waved past first comes back, and they're like, "You're trying to block us from going," and she's like, "You could just go around me." And they're like getting in a yelling match with her. People are recording it. They're showing that like she was literally just doing a U-turn and then
Yeah.
stopped because she was letting them go past. And it is a thing of like they literally are like, "You're not letting us pass," and she's like, "You have 2 lanes of room." One guy, and this is a thing ICE does now. They just pull out their phones and record your car, your faces and stuff
That's
to
good.
come arrest you, like send your information to cops because they technically can't just arrest random citizens.
Hmm.
They because they're ICE, but they still for some reason think they can. And that's what led to this incident. While one guy's recording, another guy walks up and yells, "Get out of the car!" Reaches into the window and tries to yank the lady out, and
Yeah.
she like literally tries to pull away. The guy who was walking around recording, for some reason, stood in front of the car, a thing you're not supposed to do as law enforcement in any sort of way. It's like
Yeah,
literally
because it's
like,
dangerous to you.
number one, don't, and he broke both the rules. He stood in front and behind in very close proximity. But here's the thing, JD,
Yeah.
when the car started to move, he stepped out of the way,
Hmm.
drew his gun, shot her while standing at the side of the car, so he was no longer within like any way could have been hurt. Shoots her, then shoots her 2 more times. And then on his video, which by the way, his webcam, like his, or not webcam, but his phone video that he took leaked, revealing she turned her wheel away from him before moving, was driving away from them. The guy shot her, knew he shot her twice, and then muttered, "Fucking bitch," as he slowly walked back to his
Turn the body
car.
cam off.
Turn the body cam off. It's his phone. This is
Yeah.
your iPhone. Literally just murders
I mean,
this lady.
some people
Says,
are
"Fucking
insane.
bitch," and then goes back to his car. And they kept medical services from being able to get close. A physician was on site and said, "I can at least stabilize her if you let me take a look to see if she's okay." And they're like, "No, nobody gets to go near her, even though we just shot her for making a fucking 3-point turn and trying to get away." Because, and by the way, ICE cannot detain you. They
Right.
cannot detain you. They cannot pull you out of the car unless they do not in this situation. And also, law enforcement in general cannot shoot into a car unless they see a weapon. And now they're trying to be like, well, actually, the car was a weapon. And it's like, no, literally in your handbook, and you were just sued last year over this, you cannot shoot into a car, and this car was not moving at any deadly speeds.
Well, there's an easy loophole
And-
for that. ICE isn't law enforcement; it's the law.
Kill yourself. I've genuinely heard that argument.
Really?
I hear people say that, and I'm like, you guys just literally want them to murder anybody. Anybody they kill, you'll fucking clap and cheer. Dude, it's so crazy. People are Charlie Kirking her. They're putting her on Charlie Kirk. They're putting her in like all these images, and it's like, do you guys? I don't think they understand why people did that to Charlie Kirk. Like, I don't think people understood why they put Charlie Kirk's face on all this stuff, because they, by the way, Republicans did this with George Floyd, another random guy who was murdered, not a person of note in like social settings, just a random guy that was
not a
murdered.
public
And it was
character.
like he was like literally just a random dude who used a fake bill. If my memory even serves correctly, it was or wasn't a fake bill.
I
It's like,
don't remember
literally,
anything.
that's why he was murdered. That's why they did all this to kill him. And in this situation, it's literally a lady making a U-turn. They escalate, and she in the video was super calm and was like, "I mean, you guys are mad at me, but I don't really care." Like, she was literally going like that.
Well,
And-
that was her first mistake.
Yeah, that was her first mistake. They were screaming at her, and it was like literally they just shot her. And then the guy's like, "Fucking bitch."
Yeah, I mean,
And
That's
here's
crazy.
another crazy fact. The ICE officer who shot her is an Iraq veteran with a Filipino wife who's an immigrant.
yeah, of course.
The call is coming from inside the house.
James, you should know that some things just don't make sense sometimes. Not everything has to make sense. Not every literary element has to have a payoff.
Dude, they're making up fake like rap sheets for her. They're like, yeah, this lady was actually arrested on all these charges. It's like, this isn't even the same person.
Well, see,
You
there's
Photoshop the name and face.
see there it is. What I was telling you about being a content creator is step one, never admit blame. So step two, never take accountability.
It's so insane. Christy Nome, the Secretary of Homeland Security, called this woman a terrorist.
Mhm.
A domestic terrorist for making a fucking U-turn. Pull up the meme of the fucking North Korean lady that's like, in North Korea. Pull that up and title it, "In America, you get shot in the face for making a U-turn."
Well, James, I hate to tell you, but Yeah, sometimes you get shot for doing a U-turn. I mean, if you're a bad
By the way,
driver, sometimes you should just get shot.
speaking of getting shot in Christy Gnome shot her dog
With that
because
being,
she couldn't train it to be a fucking bird catcher as a puppy. She got upset it couldn't catch birds and killed the neighbor's chicken. And instead of, properly trying to train this dog, she's like, I guess I got to shoot it dead. This infant
see,
fucking toddler dog
yeah,
that I got. It
that's the thought process. That's the thought process of
what to
murderers.
do.
Yeah, it
No,
starts. It starts with killing.
I didn't know what to do.
It starts with killing wildlife. It starts with killing wildlife or orphaning wildlife, and then it escalates to human beings.
Much like RFK admitting to killing that bear and stuffing it into his van. The bird watchers, they're very rude people. Christy, no,
they're actually going insane.
Killing his dog herself.
Yeah. I mean, with that being said, we should join ICE. They pay horrendously well.
I mean, body-wise,
and then,
it's between the two of us.
And then we should
bounce back and forth between what we look like. So yeah.
And then we purposely go out on raids in quotations, and just shoot people because we're just allowed to, I think we should.
And that's
I think
how
we
you
should
get on
do
the
that.
watch list, people.
That's how you a watch list for people for ICE wanting to hire us, guys. I'm in. 100K plus per year. I'm in. Call me.
Guys, I'm in. As you're within a federal prison.
I'm in. I say as I'm rocking back and forth in a straitjacket at the asylum.
I'm in. Says the bullet that the cop shot at you because you stepped out your door.
Did she even step out the door? I thought she was just in there the whole time.
No, she was just in her car.
Right. I'm in, says
Literally,
the bullet.
just in her car. It's so crazy. They made this situation, shot her, let nobody help her, drove away, suffered no consequences. Then they showed up to a school protest. I think it's like where her kid attended or something.
Yeah.
But there was some protest against ICE. They showed up and started shooting the kids with fucking tear gas grenade launchers.
I thought when you said shooting the kids, I think you were going to stop right there and be like...
No, that's literally what they're doing. They're literally walking up to them with these like mace, like grenade launcher. It's like this special round where it doesn't shoot anything. It just
shoots out like a gas grenade that is just pepper spray?
Just a spray of dust, but they're getting
aerosolized pepper spray
and pulling the triggers from like 2 inches away. Dude, they're just fucking
because
like...
I don't know if you knew this, but ICE is like not like trained. They're not like people who are trained law enforcement. Most of them. They're just people who just want to commit crimes legally in quotations.
I
don't even know if they check for a criminal background on these guys, to be honest with you.
They don't.
So that's why we can get in. 100K plus.
An ICE officer just got caught, I think, in Portland or something.
Yeah.
For having a full-on Nazi tattoo, like the lightning bolts. The Nazi SS lightning bolt tattoo on his neck. A guy called him out for it, and the guy's like, the officer's like, I just haven't had time to get it done. And he's like, I got this done years ago when I was young and dumb. And it's like, how many years does it take to get rid of this?
Uh-oh.
It's on your neck, on the side of your head, and you
should have lined up your story better.
Yeah, like literally.
I mean, James, you cannot deny that if you get paid 100K plus a year to shoot gas cannons at kids' faces, you would do it. Sorry, not gas. Pepper spray, aerosolized pepper spray, specialized can launchers at kids' faces. You would do it.
Yeah, I'd go Full Metal Jacket and shoot every cop around me if I was an ICE officer. I would not.
You'd just be like, oh, sorry, man. Whoops.
This is also my thing. If I get drafted into the war and I'm paired with IDF soldiers, I'm killing the IDF soldiers.
If I get drafted into war, I hope I'm not in your squad. That's just what I'm saying.
Me turning to you, the Squid Game.
I might actually be a deserter. And then I'll fake having commendations.
I will go to prison and face the consequences of not participating in full on telling them like, yeah, I'm spending your war. I'm fine with facing the consequences for this. I'm not gonna go to war over shit I don't believe in first.
Well, I think more realistically, we'll probably just die, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but
if you shoot me in the head, I'm not gonna care.
If you shoot me in the head, I die. I thought you were about to say that, James. Yeah, James. No shit.
Well, no, it is like I don't care if
You
that's
shoot me
like
in
the
the head, I
consequence
die.
for it. I'm not going to participate in a thing that's like these horrific events. I'm not going to willingly
Oh yeah.
participate.
Oh, you're so tough guy, huh? Let's see. Let's see you take a bullet in the head and then then see what you say. Nothing.
I'll
You
say
won't say
gurgle.
anything because you're being.
I'll say gurgle.
You'll be like, oh. That's what you'll say.
What I'll say is, if you enjoyed this episode,
What I'll say is, if you guys liked this episode, like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon if you want to get notified when these episodes drop. I know it's a little bit of a shorter episode this time, but that's because
it's short notice. And
James,
I'm glad
if you
because
like
I do have
James,
to get groceries.
oh right. If you like James, you should check him out in the description below. All of his controversial takes are his and his alone. I myself am just a normal person. I don't really
I have
care.
to let you know,
I've got a
JD,
life to live.
You did agree with me though.
I've got a life to live. I got to get going.
You did agree with me though, JD. I hope you understand you did.
I will say that I did agree that that shooting was absolutely insane. There should be consequences, and that shouldn't happen. I feel like that's not a crazy controversial take.
hey, JD, that's a great way of saying that. I don't think that's a crazy controversial thing.
See, if you're normal people like me, you know it too. But also, if you're normal people like me, you know that if you mess with a bull, you get its horns, even if the bull is a bad bull, not a great bull. That's it for me. James, bring us out.
Poppy Playtime comes out.